Okay, moving on. I think that's enough of that. Let's get into this week's slate. Obviously, we saw the Bears beat the Panthers last night on Thursday night, but we'll start in Frankfurt, Germany again. We go to give them the best of our best, Andy. Colts at Patriots. Obviously not at Patriots, it's in Frankfurt, but Colts -2 with 51% of the best and 33% of the money. Obviously, Andy's a Colts fan. How do you feel about this one, Andy? I'm a little nervous, to continue backing this amazing Colts offense. That's the only team to score 20+ points in the NFL. I think it's got to turn around at some point.
Well, keep in mind, the defense is the one that carried the weight last week. You got 2 pick sixes on Bryce Young. Our defense ended up scoring more than our offense and the Panthers' offense. I have the Colts here. I gave the Colts out Sunday evening, Monday morning at -1.5. You can still get them at -1.5 on some books, but you'd have to pay for the juice a little bit. I think that the Patriots' turnovers, as well as their penalties, are going to bite them in the ass in this one. When you go up against an offense that is so run heavy like the Colts, you are not going, it's going to open up a lot for Indy. And New England's stats, against the pass, against the run, are pretty middle of the league, which is surprising for how bad the record is. But it's truly because of their turnovers as well as all the penalties they get. And I think when you're in an unfamiliar place, it's going to brew more weird scenarios, in my opinion. So something like this I don't think them playing in Germany is going to help that at all. So I don't think that's going to solve their issues that they have turning the ball over and getting penalties against us. Also, they've let up, even though their defense is not is kind of middle of the road for the pass against the run, they're still letting up a ton of points. I mean, the Colts are letting up the most points in the league still, which is wild, but I don't think that Mac Jones, that offense, is going to be one that contributes to raising that average, I will say.
Yeah. This is a tough one because both of these teams, I think, are going in opposite directions that the final scores are not showing. I thought I loved the Patriots last week, and I thought there was a chance for them to really come out and win that game. And I think they were winning at halftime, and then they let up some points, and were on a drive to win the game. And then Mac Jones throws an interception. That was batted, but there's a level of execution that the Patriots offense is not hitting. And will Belichick be able to take advantage of the inefficiencies of Gardner Minshew? Probably, but can I back Mac Jones the way he's looked recently? I don't think so. I lean Patriots. Favorites in European games, I think, it's 25-10 in stadiums that are not Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So 25-10 ATS, that is. I think it's better to back the better team abroad. Yeah, it is a good trend. Better to back a better team abroad, and the Colts are the better team. However, I think there's going to be some sort of regression coming with the Colts offense. The Colts defense is not great. The Panthers out-yarded the Colts in that game last week. They should have won had there been not 2 picks, I think. Obviously, the final scores looked a little different. They should have won is a bit of a stretch.
Jim, no, they should not have won at all. That offense looked horrible the whole game. I was at the game.
I know, but the 2 pick sixes. I know, but the 2 pick sixes were massive to the whole game script, and I think without those, it's a very different game. Obviously,
yes,
put it bluntly.
But our offense also would have seen the field more if the Panthers' offense wasn't on the field the entire time, because we got 2 pick sixes and we got another pick.
I know, and I'm not trying to say that it is what it is. I'm just saying the Colts that beat the Panthers by 2 touchdowns is not the Colts that is coming into this game. I think they're worse than they are, but
yeah, I don't think the Colts
they proved me wrong. Yeah. They proved
me
wrong.
I don't think the Colts that good either,
weeks.
But I think that they're good enough and in decent form that they can get the job done on such a low spread against the Pats. I also think the total is way too high on this game.
43 is insane.
I don't think
43 is insane.
Yeah, especially and it's a myth that the European games always go under. That's such a myth. But because of the teams here that we're looking at, I don't think even though the Colts are the only team in the league to get 20 points in every single game they played in, I don't think that means the total should be so high, because I don't think the Patriots are going to hold up their end of the deal to push that total over. So I don't want to bet. So I know we say it's such a public thing to just back the over. I don't want to bet the under because I don't want to cheer for a lack of points when I wake up on Sunday morning, but I do really lean the under. If I'm being totally honest, everybody, I'm not going to do the under, but I really like it. I think the under I got totals really high. People seem to agree with me too. We got 92% of the bets, 86% of the money on the under, which is not a bad thing. We've learned that's actually a good thing when everyone rides the under.
Yeah, it's insane how many people are betting the under for a morning game, when everyone wants to wake up and see points. But you're seeing a slight sharp differential towards the over, 6%. When it's low, the sharp differential towards the over is 8 and 11, below 10%. So, or 8 and 9, sorry. So you're not really seeing any indication that I should bet the over because there's a sharp differential in the over. And that's kind of the power of the data that we track here. But moving on, I mean, I lean Pat, Andy leads Colts. We both like the under. Moving on, what a surprise. As always, this is Sharpen the Public. We talk about public betting trends and recap every game and preview every game for every week in the NFL. It's been fun, and we're continuing to do pretty well. So thanks for hanging out with us. As always, I'm Andy. I'm Deej. I can't believe I said that.
I'm Deej. This is Andy.
DJH Sports on Twitter. You can follow at Andy HHH Sports on Twitter. We have a website as well, happyhoursports.net. You can check that out as well. We've got plenty of information, bets, and all of the plays that we make on the article side of things, website side of things, whatever you want to call it. So check out those if you're watching on YouTube, and the links in the description now. But yeah. Be sure to just give us a like or a sub on YouTube. That goes a long way to help us out. We've got a ton of stuff on YouTube now with DJ putting videos out for this podcast, putting videos out for each NFL game, as well as we're doing the new and improved UFC podcast, Pilsners and Prelims, where Rick and I preview every single fight for every UFC card. And we have UFC 295 going down in Madison Square Garden this weekend. It's going to be awesome. No John Jones, which sucks. But honestly, the two title fights that we have are going to still be really good. So check that out. Give us a sub, a like, any comments and stuff. Like, I love having a little commentary and a little banter on there. So feel free, guys. We'd love to interact with y'all as much as we can. And yeah, got to give the YouTube plug there, man. I really think that we are putting out some solid content for people to indulge themselves in on YouTube. Absolutely. Nothing quite like it. So yeah, thanks for everything at Happy Hour Sports. But we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday when we hopefully, cash in all our tickets.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you, probably not me, but we'll see.
But anyway.
Cool. Thanks, everybody. The boys bet better with beer.